All right, hello. So this is my basically a Trove video just to talk about the mods I use and why I use them. First of all, I use the glyph launcher, not the Steam launcher. I used to use Steam, but I found that when Trove crashed, it actually would take out Steam with it. So I stopped using Steam because I'd have to relog back into Steam, and then sometimes it would make me relog back into my glyph launcher. So it was really bad. It took a long time to recover from a crash, and it happened more often versus on the Trove side of the glyph launcher, just the standalone version. It would crash, and then I'd be able to immediately relaunch with just the launcher. It wouldn't log me out, and I'd have everything ready to go again. So I much prefer this when it does crash because Trove just does crash. It's a very unstable game, especially with mods. But even without mods, the game crashes. So you can't beat it. So yeah, that's why I use the glyph launcher. And then the other reason I use the glyph launcher is because there are more mods available, or more mod support available on the standalone version. So I guess I should flex the power rank of my actual character instead of my builder's ring. The way that I actually manage my mods, if you're, that's probably the next question. How do you manage mods not on Steam? Because Steam has that nice workshop thing. I use this thing. It is called, where is my mouse? There we go. It's called Trove Tools. And this is available on Trovosaurus, which is a, I don't know if that's a mod, like an official website from Tryon or Gamago, but it's definitely a very popular community based website at the least. And they developed this tool that basically lets you manage your mods, get more mods, create mods, anything that you can do with mods. This program allows you to do. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through and I'm gonna talk about the mods that I use through here. This is my mods list. Or I could do, let me do this instead. We're gonna go back to Trove, and I'm gonna go to mods. I'm just gonna go through here. So this is the current character sheet that I'm using. I'm trying it out. It's new. It's pretty nice. It shows me, excuse me. Whew. It shows me my coefficient. Why do I have so much jump? My ring has jump. I guess I just have that much jump. Never mind. Yeah, I have no idea why I have that much jump. Anyways, it shows me my character sheet. The only thing I don't like about it is the gym tab. I don't really like how the gym tab is. It's a little bit too like compact. I wish I could expand it just a bit. But I do like the way that the leveling of gyms works. Basically, you can click this little check mark here and it will lock gyms that you upgrade to go to level 15. So if I just show an example, I guess I can open some of these boxes because I have a few. Where's my loot collectors? There it is. I'm in the middle of designing this club world, so you're gonna have to. I just loot collected that. Gosh darn it. Or I thought I did, or no, it went down into my locked area. Okay, cool. I guess I'll upgrade the crystal just to show how it works at the end game. So when you're wanting to get extra flux, or not extra flux, extra gem dust, you can upgrade gems to level 15 normally. For crystal gems, that doesn't apply, but I guess I should keep a couple stellar gems just so I can show the lock function. There we go. And then if I come here, so just to start off, if I click lock here and then I click start, it will level this gem up to 15. Sometimes it shoots over and goes to 16, but the point is that it automatically does it and it stops. And there we go, level 15. Next gem, just click it in, it automatically goes. Level 15, click it in, it automatically goes. Perfect. So that is a great, nice thing to have. And you can loot collect your gems, and you get extra dust from that. Now, for crystal gems, that leveling thing doesn't work, but it's still nice to have. However, you have to be careful with crystal gems. You have to make sure that you have no sparks. So, like, I have a fire gem spark. Got to get rid of that. Got to get rid of the air gem spark. And then I think that is all good. So I no longer have any sparks. If I come here, I can just click start, and this will level the gem up to 25. There we go. And now I can, well, first of all, I check to see if it's good rolls. Not good rolls. I basically just only take perfect gems at this point because I don't need to force myself to take bad gems. And I claim that, and then I can recraft those into dust. So that's a good bit of dust, 120,000 dust. And then, so just to show you, like, that this is working, I have 1,385,149 air gem dust. If I click start here, and I loot collect my air gem, I'm just going to assume that wasn't perfect. I don't really care anyways. And then I come here and I loot collect this back. I go to my gem dust. I now have 1,479,404 gem dust. So you can see how that is a gain. I think I gained like 20,000 gem dust there because something like that. Or did I gain more? I thought I said 1.3 something, like 1.35. So I actually gained a lot more than that. But yeah, you can see how much gem dust you gain just from leveling up gems like that. So if you're in a pinch for dust, you can do that. And then what else can you do? So that's the point of this mod, basically. That's what this mod does. And then yeah, let's go back to my mods list. Sorry to over-explain that. It also looks like it changes my mastery sheet, which I haven't really taken a look at. How do I actually get to my mastery tab? Oh, you have to click like this. Okay. Neat. And that's where I am at for my mastery. Got it. Oh, this shows battle level. I don't actually know how to get this up higher. I don't think Bomber Royale does it. I don't know. So yeah, that's that mod. Obscure UI claims. So this just is my claims mod. I have it set to auto claim things, so when I open this, it will automatically claim anything that's here. Obscure UI lagless crafting makes crafting better. I don't know how it actually does it, but it says lagless crafting, so I take it. I don't know. Merchants show more. This is just when I open up a merchant tab, it shows the whole page rather than having like when I go to my store here, it shows like this condensed thing. Like I can only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like I only see 4 things, and then I see the top of the next 4. Whereas there's probably a mod that would show the entire store page the moment I open it. This guy probably has that too. I just don't have it downloaded. And that's what this merchant thing is, or does. Then I have the mod settings version, so I just go mod. I go to settings, and then I can go to mod settings. And I can control my configurable mods here. So like better invites configurable, friend requests I have set to auto decline, and then I could set invites to be automatic. So let's say I was doing an AFK farm for, I don't know, like U11. If I have that going, then I could basically just wait and get auto invited around, and I wouldn't have to be at my computer. And then what else do I got? So got all that. Mod settings manager, player HUD, top left, simple. Settings, basically just video settings. I don't know if it actually gives more options, but it's there. Superior loot collector, I kind of already showed a few moments earlier, but it basically auto loot collects. Like it'll have everything unlocked that isn't crystal 3 or 4 or 5, I believe, or it does have crystal 3 unlocked. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it has crystal 4 locked right away, but everything else is just like you can automatically loot collect it. And then it looks like you can auto collect gems. I don't want that on, so I just have that off. Obscure UI titles just makes titles look cleaner. Aurora Borealis, that's what you're looking at here. basically just a skybox mod. Makes my game look cool. Auto Easy Happy UI and Auto Easy Happy Chaos Forge. These are two very great mods. If you don't like what I got over here for the obscure UI, where is it, character sheet, you can use LiuLianF's Auto Easy Happy UI. This is like the OG version, and it works pretty well. I found that this one sometimes over levels gems more often than this one. That's why I'm using this. But I did prefer the layout of this mod versus that one. And then the Chaos Forge thing, it basically does what it says. It's an auto thing for this. So let's say I had a really badly rolled piece of gear like my Crystal 5 bow that I can't fix yet. Like, so it has stability, max health, and energy regen, and I want critical damage, magic find, movement speed. On Tuesday, or well, on not Tuesday, but on the next week, when I can re-roll this stat, I'll be able to click critical damage here, magic find here, and then movement speed here. And I'd be able to click enable autostat and just autostat and let this thing cook all the way through. I can actually just show it. So it will just keep rolling until I get those rolls. So magic find, movement speed as my rolls, and the stability I can't change yet. So that is what that bow does. Pretty neat. It's actually a lot better than my current bow in terms of light, not in terms of power rank, 1622 to 1698, but that light is so nice. 11335, 11569. That would be pretty nice. How much does my coefficient change with that? It actually decreases, which makes sense. My physical damage rises. Power rank drops. Magic find increases, stability increases, obviously. I think the coefficient is just dropping the critical damage. That's why the coefficient is dropping by so much. That makes sense. Okay. And that is what that does. Mods. Back to this stuff. Auto replace tone. This is another LiuLianF mod. Basically just auto cycles my tones so I don't have to do it myself. This is the mod I'm using for my friends list currently. So basically I can control the nicest thing about this is I have this quick list invite thing, or I have a favorites tab. So like, let's see, can I favorite you and you and then go here? So like I could have a favorites tab for a list of specific people, or there's a quick list invite tab, which I have names on that I don't want to show. But basically what you can do is you can click, there's a button right here, and we'll auto invite everybody on that list to you. And then if everyone on that list has an auto accept invite option thing on, then you can really get people moving very quickly. Yeah, it's a private mod, so you can't really get this, but there are friendsless mods like by TheSymbol. I don't know if you actually can get this. I don't know where you could. It's not on Trovesaurus. I got it from another person. So yeah. And I don't know if I'm supposed to be able to just give it away, so I just kind of don't share it with anyone. I mean, I guess if I knew the person like IRL or something, I would give it. I don't know. Not making any promises if you message me for the mod, basically. I don't know if I'm even allowed to have it, but I mean, I have it, so I don't care. What else do I got? Then I have IU Hotbar. That's what I have down here. Just a nice UI. I don't see why I couldn't share this. I don't know. I don't know why it's not uploaded to the website anyways. Better invites configurable. This is what allows you to auto accept invites. So this is by TheSymbol. Really big modder. Probably makes, like, at least back in the day, this was the guy if you wanted mods. Like, every single mod that you see on your screen at, like, back in 2017, 2018, it was this guy's mod. This guy made the chat mod as well. Better name tags, just organizes the name tags a little bit nicer. better clouds, makes the clouds look nicer, I guess. And then I have biome environmental overhaul thing. This is by Chronicle. Chronicle makes some of the highest quality mods right now. I mean, I think he's the most he's not the best modder, but he's definitely one of the most like groundbreaking modders in my opinion for things I've seen. He's the guy that made the newest like radar stuff. Really fantastic. I like that changed the way I played the game completely because of this radar mod, which I'll show off I guess in a moment. But yeah, and then the clock system, I have a better version or a version I like more, but yeah, this one's kind of nice. It tells you the time that it is, as well as your dungeons per hour and your time in the world. This one, the one I have, just tells me the time in the world. I don't know if that's time spent in the world or the current like daytime of the world, and then my actual IRL time. Cosmic Gem Recolor. This is really cool. Cosmic Portal. If I throw this down, it's just the origin portal. It's just reskinned. Oh, no. And yeah, that's all that is. You get that from this thing if you go to the Adventurers crafting bench and you go to mobility, or sorry, cornerstones, and you can craft this here. Yeah. What else? Let's go back to our mods list. Cosmic Portal. This is my radar mod. I'll show that in a moment. I also have the geode version, which shows me where cave critters are. And then I have a loot radar. So basically they all kind of combine in different parts of the game to be very nice for me. This, if you look in the picture, you can actually see a different version of this radar mod. So in this radar mod, you can see there's no line drawn to the node that's showing where the boss is. While in this one, there's a line as well as a distance on the line and then the X. So this one for me was just, it was a little too much clutter. And this one I like because it still shows the distance, but still has the X without the line. That's the only difference. He has a bunch of different versions you can get. Just shows crystallized mana waypoint. I actually don't know what this update's about. The buffs seemed really trash, so I never really bothered to look into the update, at least from what I could see. So yeah, this is a fantastic mod. Yeah, absolutely amazing. This is a cape mod, and you can do any cape you want. It doesn't come with custom capes that you can just immediately display. It requires you to make an image and put the image into like a DDS file, and then put the file into your mod folder. It shows in the description on how to make it, but yeah, this is my cape. I think it's fantastic. And then it replaces a bunch of different types of torches. It definitely replaces this one. So yeah, I don't know. If you don't have this torch, you can get this torch by, if you go to press Y, and then you do badges, gameplay, and you minimize all the tabs, and then you can come down to Leviathan down here, and you can do Leviathan's Slain. And yeah, that will give you a permatorch after you do 250 Leviathans. And the max badge is 500. Okay. There we go. But yeah, that's one of my most recent mods. That's like, I think that's the most recent mod I got. Definitely one of my favorites. Again, by Chronicle. I mean, really, the guy's cooking. LiuLianF, again, another fantastic modder. These two guys, I think, are like the current modern day symbols, honestly. But yeah, this is the marketplace mod. It's really nice. It gives you favorite tabs, so they go down here. I don't actually know what happens if you get more than like 7, because it looks like it really expands. But I can just click this and it'll auto search for the item I'm curious about. This is for my series that I'm making. Basically starting Trove over from scratch, and I'm playing Shadowhunter on there too. So yeah, this is my current goal. I want to get a crystal ring for my Shadowhunter. That's at least crystal 2 or better. And then Fairy Dust I was selling. Pearls of Wisdom I needed to buy. I can actually take this off. Oh no, that's not. Right click to remove. Cool. And yeah, I'm kind of getting used to, I never actually have used that function before. But yeah, and this is the mod. It makes it so you can see more sell slots and stuff. And I'm not a big seller, so I've never needed more than this many. What else? Mods again. I need to get the mod that like makes this menu nice. I know that exists. Okay. DPS display again by Chronicle. The guy knows what he's doing. It's amazing. He also puts the UI in like places where it's not like cluttered that bad. It's really nice. I don't know how he does it. But yeah, this is basically a DPS mod. It shows you your DPS, your damage per second. And yeah, it's great. And then this is also a fantastic mod. I don't know who this guy is, Goats Drink Milk, but yeah, this goat drinks milk for sure. He's made a mod that basically gives you Portal ESP. So if I go to U11, or really any Uber, when I pop in here, I go over to a dungeon. First, okay, that's the Chronicle radar mod. The hovering thing shows you when you're on the boss. I don't know. It takes a little bit of learning just to kind of figure out where the bosses are in relation to the X. Because sometimes the X is directly on them. Sometimes it's above them. Sometimes it's below them. So you just kind of got to get a feel for which dungeons have which type of X. And then this is the portal mod. It shows me where the exit portals are and where the entry portals are through walls. And it basically, you can see how there's like a little portal in the center, and as you get further away, it becomes the full size. Very cool. Very good mod. What else? Haven't tried this mod yet. I still want to, but I mean, I like my skybox, so I don't see a reason to. Okay, and then we're here. This is a fantastic mod if you're over 300 gardening level, but you haven't gotten all of your allies from the ally habitats. So if you go to combat, allies, gardening, you can see how there's a bunch of different allies in here. I actually have not gotten green thumbs up. I thought I already had all the allies in here. Guess I don't. That's an interesting ability. I wonder how good that is. But yeah, you can find the allies from these habitats more easily because usually it's just this very minute change in the difference of color of like an aspect of the actual habitat. But with this, it just puts a giant green arrow over which habitats are occupied. Very nice. Enhanced ores, and it makes ores glow. It's nice. I don't know if it does it to geo topside ores. I feel like it doesn't, but I also feel like it does. Like I don't get it. Like, why is the one on the right more glowy than the one on the left? Like, they're the same thing, aren't they? Yeah, like I don't understand that. Like, why is that one glowing more? What else? Come down here. Expanded night sky. I don't actually know how these are working in conjunction with the Aurora Borealis. Kind of interesting. And yeah, so we got that. Dungeon ESP, allies, enhanced ores, event chest. This is for an event. ExoDave, better collections. Yeah, this is blocked by LiuLian's mod. I might actually re-enable this, but I don't think I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't need it. Mod manager. I think this is what I'm currently looking at right now. There's a better version, or there's a better thing for this, but yeah. Expand Night Sky. Forge Frags. This is a dragon thing in U11, I believe. Yeah, Hellbug, Ashen. So it's for the lower part of U11 Primal Worlds. And then this is friends. I had used a different friends mod, but this would be the mod to use if you were going to need a friends mod. Definitely. I mean, well, actually, I don't know if there might be a better version now, but this is the one I used to use. Geo topside, or not geo topside, geo caves waypoints. So this shows where Arcobark is, or whatever, Acrobark, fiery plants and cave kelp. And then this shows the higher tiers. Fire hearts, I think, wallflowers or something. I forget the names. Golden egg tracker. It makes a sound when you get close enough, and there's a giant X. It's by Chronicle. I mean, it's a great mod. Kind of useful, or kind of useful, but also kind of useless. It depends on the event, the Easter event that you're at. So like for this Easter, kind of useless because you need 9,000 crystal just to craft the egg, which is insane. I don't know, like that's not accessible to any decently new player. So kind of a bad implementation, but I do understand why they do it, because like for the devs, a golden egg is supposed to be some like valuable thing. It's supposed to be as valuable as like a dragon effigy to them for some reason. It's stupid. But yeah, in the previous update, or the previous years, they've made it so that just finding the egg allows you to break it and collect it. So like I grabbed a ton. I mean, this isn't a lot. There's people that probably had like stacks of these. But yeah, that mod helped me to gather some golden eggs on my own. Where were we? We're back up here. Okay. This is for magic again, or no, this is for martial arts, the martial arts update. Still don't really care. Arcane, this tells me when I press Q. I wish I could move this menu, but it just gives me a better indication of when I have martial emblem on. Improved crosshair, it's just the crosshair I like. This is a loading screen mod by a friend, Whirligig. I found him in a mobile game, which I thought was funny. So yeah, I like using his mod. It's cute. I don't know. I still find it hilarious that I just saw him randomly playing a mobile game. Or recognized him because of his username. Infinite Night. I guess I'm using this too. So I have like 3 skybox mods all stacked on top of each other. I don't really get that, but I mean, I guess it's working somehow. Item per hour tracker. This is my items per hour. Oh, and it does show, this mod does show the dungeons per hour up here. So I'm doing 2 dungeons. What is that? 2 out of 66. Does that mean like I've done 2 out of 66 dungeons per hour? I don't know what that means exactly. I know I've only done 2 dungeons since I've joined the world, but yeah. Anyways. Items per hour. So this tells me how many items I've gotten and how many items I'm expected to get per hour from the current rate I'm farming it. More magic, mana beast, waypoint stuff. Really bad update. Mod settings. I have a different mod settings manager. I think I've already shown that. Monolith alarm. So when you're doing delves, it shows you basically a hologram of where the monolith is. Helps with not missing it. Moonlight bulb waypoint. I have this disabled for most of the time, but I just crafted the new costume, at least new to me, the new Balefire costume for Chloromancer, and it required 50 of these, so I just turned it back on. I haven't turned it off yet. No drop tooltip, so when I actually kill a mob, it shows, sometimes it'll show this giant text in front of you that is kind of difficult to see through sometimes, especially with my nighttime skybox background. And shooting through that to kill an enemy is so annoying, especially when I'm just going to loot collect the gear I get anyways, so I really don't need it. And anything that's above C4 or C5 is automatically locked in the loot collector I use, so I really don't need to see the gear that's dropping. This is no XP bar player HUD. Kind of nice. I prefer this because I actually like seeing the bar, but this is neat. Atlas info, just when I do Control A, it shows a different atlas. UI. I think it's cleaner. Crafting, just redesign crafting. I don't use this anymore. I'm using lagless crafting right now, which I kind of like. Redesigned inventory I am using, so that's why these items look a little different. Leaderboard, also pretty nice. So like I can go to mastery rank and I can see what's the minimum to be 2000, and it shows the actual requirement of total mastery required and then the level as well. Oh shoot, I didn't want to close that. And I guess while I'm here I can show if I can find an items drop. So you can see how when I get up to this item, it's not showing like the box for it. It's just, that's the item, it's a relic. Let's see, crafting inventory, yeah. So leaderboard lockbox. So this is my boxes. I think I already showed that earlier when I opened up my gyms, but you can click 1, 35, 70, or I instantly open all of these. This is really nice, especially when you're opening this many boxes. It will continue to open the boxes beyond what your inventory can hold. And what it does is it allows you to just open a ton and then continually loot collect, loot collect, loot collect, loot collect. So I could probably get enough of these boxes open to fill my inventory with crystal gems and then just loot collect the stellars out until I filtered all the way down to only crystal gems in my inventory. Go back here. And this is a really long video, but I'm just explaining what I got. Lockbox quest tracker. That's what this is. Basically just minimizes the text. Like when I hover this, well done Trovian, but it blah blah blah. Something about doing Funfest elves. I don't care. Just makes the UI nicer. That's all. Redesign subclass. When I go here and I click subclass, this is what it does. Just makes the UI a little cleaner. So like if I hover a knight, increase movement speed while riding ground-based mounts at low health. Gain a damage reduction shield for a short time. Pretty nice. I have this disabled for something else. I prefer. I think this is the symbols version of the UI. I don't know. I just prefer this to that. I didn't like the look of the pearls, and it feels like there's a bunch of extra UI on that, which there kind of is. Although I don't know if that's just because of the version of Crystal Gear I have or what, but yeah. Better VFX for Shadowhunter. Smart fishing pools. This is a fantastic mod for fishing. I was fishing recently, working through my quests that I just build up over time. Smart Pyrodisc is an amazing mod. Again, Chronicle. Really good stuff. Now, Smart Pyrodisc actually is cool. It's a very clean Pyrodisc, and it basically shows the cooldown and how long it will last. Okay, perfect. Proc. So like right now it's gonna last for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now it's gone. And then it has a cooldown of 13 seconds, and it will come back, and I'll be able to proc it again in 9. So yeah, that's what that mod does. Very cool mod. I mean, fantastic. Again by Chronicle. The monolith stuff is all Chronicle too. A lot of good stuff. Geoplay's also got a lot of good stuff. This is a lot of UI. I definitely need to go download more of that. Oh, yes. This mod. This mod is basically cheating. Absolutely fantastic mod. It's not really cheating, but basically when you're playing Bomb Royale and you throw that purple 1, it tells you when the bomb will explode, not only for your bomb but for other people's bombs, and it tells you the range as well, so you can just basically precisely stand at the edge of the range. I've won Bomb Royale games because I've been able to just like know exactly where I won't be pushed. Really great. Starbar, I think I'm using something else. Oh no, this is just, it's replaced by the auto replace dome. It might actually be that he included his UI mod with the auto replace thing, so you just don't need this anymore. I don't know. Sundered uplands waypoints, super hotbar. I'm using this instead. I'm using the other loot collector instead. Chat mod. This is what's showing me basically Basically just letting me do emotes and all the cool stuff. Tome reminder, I don't like this tome reminder. It's really big and clunky. Vacuumatic crystal detector. You really don't need this unless you have a max one, but I mean, it's still cool. It basically tells you how many of the big crystal clusters there are and how many little ones there are. So you can optimally use your vacuumatic. Waypoints just tells you a bunch of different waypoints. Second stat reel. So this is what I was looking at. LiuLian, again, really good stuff. Yeah, this is basically just letting me look at what weeks. So when I press F1, I can click learn more. And so I know that this week is double star bar, next week is bonus XP, week after is second stat reroll. So this is what I want to fix my C5 bow so that I can actually use it. This is my really bad mod. I tried to make a costume. It came out horribly. Zoomed out atlas, so when I press Control A, it starts off automatically zoomed out, versus with the normal version of the game, it's usually somewhere like in here, which I found annoying because sometimes I want to click over here, or like it'll start up here and I need to click down, and I can't quite reach that, so I'd have to scroll out, and then I could go here, and then I could click, and then I could click enter. Whereas with this, I just right away. So it's kind of nice. And then the other thing I have to go to the hub to show it. I'm actually so into the habit of needing to expand the Atlas UI that I always scroll wheel whenever I open it, which I don't need to do, so I still need to get out of that. But yeah. And then this is what that last mod does. It just changes the background to black. I don't know if I like it. It's kind of annoying to some degree. I wish it was like a cooler background. Like if it was a starred background, kind of like this, it would be cool. And then the fish thing does the same thing. Come down here, or down here. Basically changes the background. I bought a lot of useless things. The last little bit of mastery stuff I need is like these 2 upgrades, I think. Or is it just this one? I know it's this one, but then there's like another thing. I guess it's, oh yeah, the ally and then the egg. So yeah, that would realistically complete the bench in terms of mastery for me, but you can fully do this bench. It just takes a lot of fishing, which I still have to do, but yeah. Then I still have to buy my dailies. I make it a point to buy these whenever I'm on, because you can do the quests repeatedly if you have them. And yeah, and then that's about it. That's all my mods actually. So yeah, if you have questions about the mods I use or suggestions for mods I should check out, leave a comment. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you around.